Hey, what's happening? I'm Ross. Friday, just this past Friday, a federal appeals court put the temporary hold on the Biden administration's student debt relief program. Let's get into this article. So, student debt relief can move full speed ahead despite temporary hold, Education Secretary pledges. The head of the Education Department, and that's this guy here, Miguel Cardona. The head of the Education Department pledged Saturday to keep moving full speed ahead on plans to implement Joe Biden's student debt relief program, coming a day after federal appeals court put a temporary hold on it, barring the administration from canceling loans covered under any policy while it's under review. So I'll say this just before I get into the article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll leave a link. You can read it. It's a lot of politics in here, but I wanted to get with one of the key findings though is you can still apply. This is just a temporary hold while the appeals court makes its decision. So again, you can go through this yourself. It's a lot of Cardona's statement, which is a lot of politics, obviously. Uh, the order from the Eighth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals comes in a case brought by six Republican-led states, asking for a preliminary injunction to halt the policy after a district court dismissed the case earlier this week. So the case has already been dismissed. It's this. This is they're trying to get the appeals process going, and they wanted to create an injunction just to see until the appeal came through. So the effort is separate from a Wisconsin taxpayers group challenge to the program that was recently rejected by the Supreme Court. So again, it's of note that there was another challenge that the Supreme Court rejected, meaning they just didn't hear it. They didn't hear the case at all. They just rejected it, and I don't think they gave an explanation as to why they rejected it. The appeals court gave the administration until Monday to respond to the state's requests, and the states will have until Tuesday to reply to that response. The states had asked the appeals court to act before Sunday, the earliest date the Biden administration has said it would grant student loan discharges. So, I don't know if the Biden administration can even move that fast if they said they were going to grant, discharges by Sunday, which by now that would be today. I don't even know if he could move that fast, but it's probably something he just said. I believe he's trying to move as fast as he can because of these challenges. So if there's any error, they're going to probably try to get it pushed through. After the ruling on Friday, the White House encouraged borrowers to still apply for relief despite the hold. So, like I said, you can still apply for this. It's not that you can't apply, so you might as well apply and get your name in the system. But this is just a temporary hold, so we'll see what comes of it. The lawsuit, which is filed last month, was dismissed on October 20th by a lower court judge who ruled that the plaintiffs did not have legal standing to bring the challenge. Right? So the judge said that these states really didn't have legal standing, meaning they don't have any dog in this fight per se, so they can't bring this case before the court. And then they appealed that ruling, right? And this is where the temporary hold comes in. The temporary hold says, okay, well, while this is being appealed, you can't move forward with the program. So it's not necessarily that the appeals court is going to overturn this dismissal. They're just trying to stop it until the pause is just until the appeals court makes a decision. The Biden administration is also facing lawsuits from Attorney General Mark Bronovich and conservative groups such as Job Creators Network Foundation and the Cato Institute. So, and that's all I'll go through on this one. I will definitely leave a link in the comments below and also a link to the application. I still feel like you should, there's no reason not to fill out the application if you have student loans and you can be eligible for this relief. Now, will it happen? We don't know. We have to wait and see what these court cases come back with. You know, we'll see. But in the meantime, sign up, get your name on the list, put your name down, get in line, and see what happens. Okay, once again, my name is Ross. If you got any value out of this video, consider hitting a like or even a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it will help me out immensely. I appreciate it. Peace.